Good morning, guys. Today yesterday I went out with my family. I went out for lunch and I realized really how far I'd come, because I remember the whole idea of going out to lunch or a restaurant a year ago. I was like, that is never happening, not a chance. And like it was terrifying. It was probably the same way people have this fear of stage fright and they're like think that they're gonna end up naked in front of an audience or whatever. My biggest fear was eating out in public. I didn't trust people to touch my food, to handle it. So you know what? I know it's one of those really difficult parts of recovery, or just getting back to that whole normal lifestyle. It's like learning how to integrate into those normal social situations, and I know that there's actually not a lot of advice on that, so I thought I would share some of my little tips and tricks with you, Jax's weird and wonderful ways. So, okay, the first little bit of advice I can give you is do your research. Like, I still do that, as in, that's just part of being fit, it's part of being healthy. You know what, researching what they have, like everywhere online will have a menu, and if they don't, seriously, there is always a way. As in, be the crazy bitch that calls up the restaurant and be like, yo, do you have like anything healthy? Or don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to like be the picky eater, or like be like the completely difficult dick at the table with the order, because at the end of the day, put yourself first. It's a big step for you, and stop feeling self-conscious about what everyone thinks. And let me approach another topic. Yes, people will stare. As in, it was such a, what's the word? It was like something so new, different. It was like, I got it. It was something so alien and foreign to my friends and family to see me ordering something at the table. And they tried to keep it cool, but it's like, you know when you're trying not to stare, but like you just shift your gaze, like they would be the worst spies ever. So, and it was something I was really self-conscious about at first. I was like, oh my god, they're all looking at me. Take a deep breath and know, yes, it's just because it's as weird and foreign to them. They don't know how to handle that situation. They don't know how to help you or what to say. They don't want to spook you. Honestly, they treat you like a deer in headlights, and that's how you kind of feel. Like, you're like, do I want to freeze? Do I want to run? It's part of it. For the first few times, it's uncomfortable. It's a foreign experience, just as much for you as it is for them. So just to ease yourself into it so you're not as nervous, make sure it's with people you trust and take it slow. There's nothing more exciting than experiencing that type of social situation with someone, and even if it's something tiny like a side salad, being able to share that with a group of people. It's more about the experience. So instead of focusing and panicking so much on the food you're going to eat, on the restaurant, on who's staring at you, focus more on the conversation that you're going to have with people. And for the first time in how long are you going to be able to say, oh my god, my food tastes great, how does yours taste? I always used to be self-conscious being the one that only drank water, or like at the time when my boyfriend and I were dating, it was he would order and I felt horrible just sitting at the table. But so it is something it takes a lot of getting used to, and the first time do it on your terms. Let it be a place that you know, let it be a menu that you've researched, and just take it from there. So I hope that was a little bit helpful, you know, knowing that there is so many people in recovery, and that is just, it's something that we all start stressing about. Like, I would start stressing about it 2 days before going to the restaurant. I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? Deep breaths. Remember, it all comes down to your breathing, and yeah, enjoy it. And yeah, it's like I said, it's as foreign to them as it is to you, and you'll settle into a groove. You'll settle into a routine. You won't always be that girl that never used to order. So just, oh, that boy, Jesus, I did it again. I've got to stop being so sexist or gender biased. I don't know. I'm sorry. You won't be that person that never ordered food, or whatever the case may be. So another thing, because I'm about to travel, is flights, meal prep, okay? do meal prep. Yes, it can be a pain in the tuchus, but make it fun. Like, create a Pinterest board. I'm the typical Pinterest will say, it's like my Pinterest is kind of like my crack. As in, I'm always like, I can abstain for a while, but the second I start letting it a little bit into my life, I'm like, I'm just gonna see pretty vegan cupcakes. Next thing I know, I am knees deep in pinning wedding photos. Someone that's single, when you start pinning wedding photos and you start your wedding board, you know you're in a Pinterest spiral. You just know you're in that point of no return, because it starts with smoothie bowls and then it goes to salad in a jar. The next thing you know, it's, oh my god, but you know what, this centerpiece will look great on my wedding day. It's like, guys, 2 steps back. So yeah, I'm going to show you one of the things that I make when so I will be traveling the day after tomorrow, and I'm going to be showing you what I take with me on a plane, what I actually take with me to the hotel. Like, I always make sure I have things like chia seeds to keep me full. Like, I like to put it in my water, just to, it makes it fun to chew and crunch in my water or my teas. I think I add chia seeds to chia seeds pretty much. You know, at first it was something I was terrified of eating, but now I eat it like a spoon. So I go for the chia seeds and then the peanut butter. I'm a spoon from the jar kind of girl, you know, because I'm classy like that. That's how I was raised. Not really. Some of my favorite things to meal prep and take on the plane, so things that don't really need to be heated, but even if you do, they have microwaves. And don't worry, they're not going to blacklist you for asking to use the microwave. And so, but one of the nice things is things that will stay cool, like overnight oats. Overnight oats are my favorite things. I add a scoop of protein powder, a scoop of chia seeds, and then you just add your almond milk, whatever you like in it, your pureed banana, and then you just take that with you on the plane. It doesn't need to be reheated. It always tastes amazing when it's rested for a little bit. And yeah, and another thing that I like is fresh fruits, which you can usually buy in the airport. But just be careful with that. I mean, I personally bloat a lot on fruits, and they don't fill me up. So things like nuts are also great, but I can't portion control with nuts, especially almonds. If you give me a bag of almonds, those things, those poor things, never even saw it coming. I pounce. They're like prey. I stalk them. I just say, okay, I'm just gonna have a tiny bit of you now. Again, this whole portion control problem. They're like my crack. It's the same way I end up in a wedding spiral. I end up and I'm all nauseous because I've had like 500 grams of nuts. Another idea before you go to a restaurant, because if you're only comfortable ordering something tiny like a side salad, eat a handful of nuts before you go, whether it's raw almonds, raw cashews, whatever your nut of choice is. And that'll just help you be fuller, so you won't feel like, you know, when your mood drops because you're like, oh, I'm gonna order a fucking green salad right now. It's more about having something to share with the table. So it's like, just eat something to fill up before. Trust me on that. A handful of nuts works great. Even bring it with you, like sprinkle it on your salad. Honestly, I used to have so many reservations of caring what everyone else thought in the room, but now I'm the crazy one that couldn't give 2 shits. And honestly, people don't care about what you do as much as you think they do. There's that beautiful quote is, stop worrying that everyone's judging you because they're too busy on their Instagram page. Like, honestly, if you look around at the table now, everyone's on their iPhone. So just chill your beans. It's all good. So I hope that was helpful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If there's something else you want to hear about, some tips and tricks on maybe something you haven't got the handle of yet, maybe you know someone with an eating disorder, you know someone in recovery and you don't know how to react or respond to certain things, just write a message down below and I will get back to you guys. So have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video, which I think is going to be plain meal prep. Bye.